Are you here in the crypto to make money? If you're really serious about that, make sure you know what's happening in the market. If you're not on the right side, you will definitely get liquidated. If you don't know what's happening, you are going to lose money. When you try to provide a better living standard for your family, always understand, try to achieve that without sacrificing the current level of standard. If you're trying to get on to the next year, never compromise on the first one. So this is going to be an important session where I'm going to give you this clarity. Yes, if you stand against the market, it may kick you out and then move higher. Now, why does it matter? Because when you are getting liquidated on one side, those who are standing on the right side make that money. It appears in their portfolio. So do you want to stand against the fundamentals? It's up to you. Do you really want to stand against the flow of money? It's completely up to you. If you want to make money, make sure you are following the money. The money is now headed towards crypto because they all understand that this is where the future lies. Digital assets. Now, I completely agree on the perspective laid out by Ari. Yes, we are all moving towards central bank digital currencies. I've been talking about this for a long time, right? When we near that, that's when the interledger protocol, that's when the bridging required, right? When the bridging is required, that's when you see the level of adoption in XRP. So when people actually give you that perspective, XRP is going to zero, you need to first think, what's the level of adoption? How many regions are using it as a bridge asset? So all of this counts. Then you come back into the technicals and you're looking at the short term. Okay, fine. Now, I want to give you one clear perspective here. Understand, in last market cycle, the entire cycle, altcoins produced 1,400x. Great, that's not bad, that's great. Now, look at XRP, it also did 1,400x. But there is some catch in this. If you really want to understand that, stay till the end and we are going to get into details. Welcome to the Scientific Investor family, where we discuss crypto and science behind investing regularly. Now, when you come into the market and look at the market, you see it's getting so close towards $2 trillion cap. That is great. That's all good and great. But at the same time, you come here to look at the market, you do have coins which are in negative. So you can look at them and see, okay, which of them is an opportunity now. Don't go into the most red one where there is no volume and no fundamentals. So make sure you take the right move. And at the time when you see people going on to different coins and speculating that, understand the fundamentals. Then, if they haven't moved too much, okay, you can go on them. But if they have already moved 1000x, make sure you are taking the right decision with your purchasing power. Now, yes, you can look at the market and understand a lot of different things. Say this is NKN. So when you come to the market, say you go on towards the next set of coins, and you are really able to look at these coins, right? They have actually moved 25%, 30%, like that. That's all good. Say last 7 days, NKN moved 27%. So we put out this chart, say 7 days back. So now at that point, we are like, okay, this has been a long-term support. MACD is crossing higher, RSI is near a breakout, so we are most likely going to retest this range. So now you go look at the price and you see that, okay, you made that higher high, higher low, again a higher high, higher low and bounce, boom. So you got a breakout here in the RSI. So that really helped you. So then you look at quant. Like we always say, you need to look at the long-term support. It came to the long-term support, the RSI was at the support, it bounced, boom. So now that's Zcash, sorry. So now you look at these and you are coming to the market and you're looking at all these assets. You can go through first 100, second, third. You're going through all of them and you understand one stuff. Okay, there are coins which are bursting. Now, not all of them burst together. So if you understand that possibility, it's going to be great. So here you're looking at Zcash, right? It clearly made a higher high here, higher low. But before that, the market actually gave you that idea. It is changing, meaning the bearish sentiment is changing. You got a higher low here. This one was your bottom, the lower lows, and then you trended higher. You made a higher low here. Then the price moved higher, created a higher high, which made a trend higher. Now, on our alerts, where I put alerts out, I put this one out showing, this is the inverse head and shoulder you're getting in the RSI. It's breaking higher, great, and the price is near breakout. So that's something you want to look at. See, if it's breaking out, either you buy into the breakout or you buy the retest. So what's that retest? This is that retest. You enter into a breakout, there is a chance that you may get in here, great. Then the problem there is if it retests and fails, it come back to this range. So if you are too risk averse, you can buy this retest and bounce. That's great. But not all the time you get the actual bottom. Meaning, say if this is your breakout range which you are looking at, say the price came there, it went above, it came there, it broke above, great. Sometimes it can be like this. It may not come back to retest this range, whereas the retest would be shorter than that. So in that case, you kind of miss that opportunity, right? So yes, the market gives you that advantage to look at it. Say we had another call here for the AVAX, we broke higher. Great. So the market is giving you all these indications that what it can be possibly doing in the near future. So this one is BTC dominance and on a daily. So you are in a pattern where you're slowly getting, slowed down, getting so congested, but you're looking at the RSI and you see like, okay, that's a lower low. And you're changing the trend. It's higher lows consistently along with higher highs. Now that's Bitcoin dominance, and that suggests that the price may possibly go higher compared to the altcoins. Now, not all altcoins, because some of the micro caps are going to go crazy, right? But at the time when you look at this, yes, you definitely understand Bitcoin still has a possibility. If it breaks this one to the upside, yes, it's going all the way up to 50%. Alts would be comparatively slow, great, but some of them are going to go higher. But one of the best advantage there is that the entire market is going to move higher. So if Bitcoin is going to move 10%, your alts are also going to move 10%. That's most likely scenario. But understand, when that happens, things change. What kind of things are changing? You come to the market, you look at the altcoins, you're like, okay, we are close to that breakout. This is your previous support, which is right now the resistance. So you understand that clearly. Fine. Now this also happens to be your trend line support. Now we are looking at the indicator. What is it suggesting? It came back, it retested that couple of times, it broke higher. Now after breaking higher, you do have something known as a retest. Now we don't know how low it's going to go. Is it really going to touch this range, or is it going to bounce above that? We really don't know. No one knows about that. This is the entire altcoin market, right? So when you get the right perspective, you understand, yes, the market is about to move. So one of the biggest perspective here is that yes, they did 1400x last time, where the first one was comparatively smaller. So now you come look at the market right now, the first one itself is 35x. Now why is that? Ask yourself. This one is back in 2015, 2016 range. This is right now happening in 2021, right? You look at the top, it's in 2021. Why is that? I mean, the question here is like last time it was just 6x and this time it's 35x. Why is that? The level of media attention. 6 years before, ask yourself, did you even know about crypto? No. How many of you were here 5 years back, 4 years back? So that is media, that is attention, that is new individuals coming into the market. So that is why last time it was 6x, now it's 35x. Great. So what's coming ahead? It's the next wave 2 and wave 3. But one of the biggest catch inside this one is for the XRP. Because if you are looking at XRP, you definitely understand one stuff. XRP also did 1400x, but it happens to do that in the last 315 days. That is actually a little bit crazy when you look at the market and see the market is moving higher. Other coins are actually moving higher and you don't see that happening in XRP. Because it always does this. If you look at this entire structure, you kind of see that the market did go higher. We all understand that. You go into a weekly chart in the altcoin market cap, it's really easy for you to understand that. So you come back down here to look at the entire altcoin market run. And what you really want to identify is the total number of days taken in that bull market. So if you are looking at the total number of days, it's 875 days, where you just understood that, okay, XRP only in that bull run for 315 days. So literally for 520 days, 550 days, it didn't do anything. That's, depressing for a lot of holders having this asset. But right now, if you're already in this asset and you're measuring the number of days, it hasn't been doing much compared to the entire market. We are already at the verge of that run to the upside. Now, yes, you are looking at the SEC case, drama and everything, but understand, if the news comes out that it's settled, the amount of people coming in to buy this, the exchanges putting this one in the market would be too high. So I don't really think like the price will stay at the bottom when the announcement is coming. Because before the announcement comes, the whales, the big guys actually understand that it's still positive for this asset. So it should go higher, way higher than we all anticipate. But one of the good things here on a weekly chart is that, say, you had a red long candle, which is bearish, great, but you just got a small one. Followed by that, you're getting an engulfing candle in bull. But yes, it is a zone of support resistance. So you really have to break this trend and go above this range. Then the room is open all the way up to 1.4. So now on a short term, you're looking at the market and, okay, the entire market is moving. XRP is also slowly moving. It's like, too slow, but fine. Last time, we didn't do anything. So compared to that, this time we have more media attention. This time we have more people holding on to this asset. So the next actual big rally in the market is going to be big for XRP too. Now, how big? Now we can rely on the weekly charts. We can rely on the monthly charts to look at the long-term perspective, similar to what you have done here in the altcoin market. Because if you're following that in the altcoin market, most likely you're also going to get the same structure in this coin, right? Which is the XRP. So you now know that, yes, this range is being long-term support for us. So you just extend that and see, okay, that really makes sense. You're moving higher, really closer to this range of support. Fine, you have came close to that, you bounce. You came close to that, you bounce. So now look at the roof. It's super high, right? If you're plotting this one, it really makes like a channel. And even if it takes, last 100 days to do that, I'm still inside this market until this bull market ends in the alt market. Then you can decide whether you want to continue or not. But most likely, by the time you reach here, the price may skyrocket. Now, one of the other stuff which I want to give you is, imagine the price can go here till this roof, which is crazy numbers. But that may take 2 market cycles. Who knows? We don't know. Imagine that the market is about to do half this way like this, reach here, and then consolidate to the downside. So let's put that in the consolidation in the red, right? Say you consolidate, you go lower, you correct back down. So the correction can be like this, right? And then you get a good green, kind of stuff after that. But that will probably take more time. It's going to take like 2028, 2029, who knows? But in this cycle, in this year, when it's going to end, you are most likely to get this fluctuation. Now, yes, so there are some of the easy ways for you to look at what if the history repeats. You kind of look at like how will it look like if we are starting this run to the upside. Yes, it does show you that it has a possibility to go this high. $300, $400 XRP is really big numbers. Will we definitely do that? No one knows. But is that a possibility? Yes, it is. The moment you get out of this market, now, whether you listen to the entire stuff or not, listen to this carefully. Listen and keep this in your mind. Whether you make that big numbers in your portfolio depends on whether you are in the market. It is only possible if you are still in the market. If you're out of the market and the market goes higher, you missed it, right? So if you are in the market, if you're still grinding, learning more, accumulating more based on the fundamentals of that asset, then you still have a possibility of reaching that top and making that money. So if you want to be serious about investing, if you want to get these understanding of what an asset is going to do, most probably, you can look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below, where we go through a ton of stuff. And I also post a lot of these stuff, say breakout calls. When I feel like there is something going to, do something good, I actually put these one out. Like, we had this breakout, we came back up. Now there are, okay, this one came just now. So you're looking at that and it's like, okay, there are people who are coming into the space, learning on a daily basis and making money. Now, why are they thankful? Because we are learning together. We are growing together. So guys, if you received value for your time, please do hit that like and subscribe button. That supports the channel a lot. If you want these kind of updates for your portfolio, please do look at the Patreon. The link is given in the description below. I'll meet you guys on the next video. Bye for now.